us to be here. You know what, for me especially, you know what, we just got back from San Diego a couple of weeks ago. But to come to a show like this, which is all about the comics and all about the people, it's really great to be here. And I want to thank you all for coming to join us at the panel. But it's not me you're here to see, it's the gentleman that I'm about to bring on the stage. So the first one I'd like to bring up is the artist on the Sword of Sorcery, Mr. Aaron Lopresti. Here we go. Also joining us up on the stage, he is writing. Let's go through the list right now. Well, it's not Swamp Thing anymore, but there is a thing called Awake, returning back to American Vampire and writing a little-known character known as Batman, Mr. Scott Snyder. You know how to do this. Now, always to make a big entrance, because this is the only way he knows how to enter a building, is in a big and important way. He launched Detective Comics. He ran over to Action Comics, and now he's the one drawing Superman and Wonder Woman together, Mr. Tony Daniel. And now, last one to join us, the person who makes sure that Tony does Wonder Woman right, the writer of Wonder Woman himself, Mr. Brian Azzarello. If you're reading all the Wonder Woman books now, you notice that every other word is missing. You know why? He's only got one arm to type with. Pretty funny, huh, Brian?
Yeah, I'm also writing a book called Brother Lono for Vertigo. Let's not forget that.
It's awesome! Excellent, thank you. Well, first of all, let's see now. We are into year 2 of the New 52. Everybody coming on board with that? We enjoying what we're seeing? Big launch for us a couple of years ago. It's been really successful for us all at DC. We have a major event taking place in September, which is our Villains Month, where we have 52 books where the villains get to spotlight the series, and that launches into our next major event, which is going to be Forever Evil, which we're really excited about. But I'm actually going to turn some questions right over to the guys at the dais here, because there's a lot of things that have been going on in the books you've been working on, and I'm just trying to see what you guys are up to now and what you got planning to do. So, Aaron, let's start with you. Right now, you're bringing your clothes to Sword of Sorcery.
He doesn't even know what I'm working on.
Well, there you go. Shows you what I know. So, take it away, then. Help me.
I had to tell him who I was before we came out here. So. Actually, I hold the record for most canceled New 52 books, so I'm going to
I've been trying to beat that myself, you know.
That's right.
That's right. I got
as bad as I am. We better not work on the same book.
It starts as canceled.
That's right. Well, I got to get a plug in. I've been writing, penciling, and inking Legends of the Dark Knight. That'll be available digitally September 5th, and then it comes out in print after that. I just finished the Solomon Grundy book for Villains Month. Look at him, he's just like, wow, I didn't know you did that. And that's out in September.
You're quite versatile.
That's right. I'm all over the place. And then hopefully I'm starting something soon.
Very soon.
Okay. That's pretty much all I got for you.
That's good. And how's it been getting back to both writing and drawing again?
I love it. I'd like to do more of it. Though I'm sure all of you out there read my Garbage Man series, right? Yeah! Well, I mean, it's the first Batman story I did, and I got to write it. So, I mean, how great is that? So, I enjoy it because I get more. It's easier to go in and change the art or accommodate your script to something as you get an idea as you're drawing and saying, you know what, this would be really much cooler if I did it this way. And you can go in and change the script as need be to suit your needs. Whereas you're working on a script from somebody else, you want to respect the writer's story, and you can't go in and say, you know what, I'm going to move this around and change that, and I'm going to make this guy this or something else. So it's very liberating, but there's also a lot of pressure because if people don't like your book, you don't have anybody to blame but yourself. So, but I don't mind that kind of pressure. I kind of like to throw it out there and see what happens. So I've enjoyed.
That's great. And what are you bringing to the Villains Month with the Solomon Grundy issue?
What's that?
What's going on with Solomon Grundy?
Well, I was called and asked to do, I want to do the Solomon Grundy. I'm like, yeah, sure, that'd be great. And then I got the reference. I'm like, who is this guy? And it's like the Earth 2 Solomon Grundy, which Dan informed me was the only Solomon Grundy in the New 52U. So I don't know a whole lot about the character. I know that there's a little bit of carnage in the book, and it does have his origin in it, which I thought was very interesting. I don't want to say, was it Jeff? Was Was it
Lemire.
Lemire wrote it?
Right, yeah.
Okay, good. And it's grim. I'll give you that. I was when I read the script, I was like, ooh, this is pretty heavy. I don't know how to handle it exactly right. But the editor was like, well, we need someone to come in and because I told him I wasn't necessarily all that comfortable with throat slashing and that type of stuff. And so he said, we need someone with, that will come in and maybe soften a little bit so he talked me into doing it basically, and I really like how it came out. But it is, the origin story for Solomon Grundy is a little bit grim, but it's a really interesting and well written story. So I encourage you guys to check it out.